Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution. We are back in Hengsha. And okay, so I don't remember what the quest was. Oh, we need to sell that. We need to sell that stuff, and then there's that. Okay. Okay.
冷静，医生只有那么多，你觉得他们同时能给几个人做手术呢？
Returning to tonight's biggest story.
我们有答
The
案。
World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented...
You might remember that Bell Tower is now pretty much taken over, and they are what's the phrase I'm thinking of? Looking for you. So you want to be very careful about where you go.
That is far enough. Get back.
Like that.
Where are you? Get moving.
Ma'am, have you seen a heavily augmented white male tonight?
Hey, I know you. You're the one Bell Tower is looking for. I seen your picture.
You got the wrong guy.
What's it worth to you for me to think so? Be a simple thing for me to yell out. Maybe a few credits to keep my mouth shut, huh?
How about I find some other way to keep it shut? Permanently.
That won't be necessary. I see now that you're much taller than the man they're looking for.
I thought you might see things that way. Now move it.
Okay. Let's go in here and sell that stuff.
You want best in the city?
I'll buy those.
You make me poor.
I bought stuff from you. I don't know what you're fussing about.
Field revolt in progress. You hear what I'm saying, people? You be...
This is Bell Tower business. Back off. Come out!
There you are. How you doing?
Mr. Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
Alright then. Don't remember exactly what this entails, but
Let's hope it's as good as they say. Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
Let's hope his confidence is well placed then.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Mr. Darrow doesn't trust just anyone. We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. It is not an easy task. Are you sure you are up to it?
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Faye set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Fei and Mr. Fei alone. If they spot you, they will shoot on sight.
Story of my life.
if only I had a gas grenade. If I had a gas grenade, this side mission would be over in seconds. Sort of. And I say sort of because the enemies, where the enemies are, they're bunched up in a place. All I got to do is cloak, aim in the right spot, throw the grenade out, and the radius of... oh, excuse me. Oh, wrong pipe. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Terribly sorry. Anyway, the enemies will be bunched up in such a way that the they'll be bunched up in a way that one gas grenade would knock them all out. There's nobody's. That's right down there. I guess So there's 5 of them. Correction, there's 6. My luck, one of them will have a gas grenade on them.
And on the other hand, you have these weather machines out in Alaska that are firing millions of watts into our stratosphere and causing mass destruction across the globe.
Painless.
You shouldn't be here. Get moving. Last warning. Leave or shoot.
And I'm taking off. Jeez.
You look here. You make me poor.
This is been our business. Back off.
I've said it a couple of times, but these are the guys that Francis wanted to protect Seraph Industries over Jensen.
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
I got the chip. The cellars are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't tell you anything. Besides, there are stones better left unturned. Might as well just give me the chip and leave it at that.
I get that you're in a tough position. You feel you'd be betraying your employer's trust by giving me proprietary information. But Sarif and Dow are friends, and they sent me here because they both trust me. You should too.
Trust you? This is business, Mr. Jensen, and in...
All right.
Good.
Don't get lost. Bite me.
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. I just wish I knew what this was all about.
You never know, Mr. Jensen. One day, you just might.
Here we go. Excuse me. Turret, turn off the camera. For the energy to come back, and then we'll make a break straight between that block of cement, the trailer, and okay, that guy turned around. Crap. Come on, energy. There we go.
That's far enough, Guaylo.
Tong.
You disappoint me, Jensen. I thought we were friends. Then my hacker goes missing. You break into my place of business, and you don't even have the manners to knock when you enter a room. A lot of bell tower heavies looking for you, and you reason I don't just turn you over.
Yeah. Vasily Savchenko.
Never touch the stuff.
You're wearing his arm. GPL device inside it. Let me straight to you.
Scavenged tech. Get you every time. Wrong woman, don't do that here. Sorry to say, the man I got this from wasn't in a position to complain. Bell Tower gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets and giving me choice arg, so I closed my eyes.
Savchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. So maybe they're still alive, and maybe I help you out with this.
Go on.
I've got a pretty good idea where Bell Tower's been dragging people. Problem is, bastard's got my son. And he gets a bullet if I step out of line. See where I'm going with this?
Where's he being held?
One of my harvester boys will tell you all about it. Meet him in the sewers near the Alice Garden ponds. Then, when you free my boy, come back and we talk some more.
I can hardly wait.
Now all the harvesters are friendly. You can go around and look for energy, powder, loot, good stuff. Don't care.
You know why there's nothing we can do about it? Because we're not doctors or scientists. And the scientists and doctors who are supposed to be finding a cure are doing jack smack shit. Tell me, how can medicinal technology and knowledge make huge leaps, but the diseases these technologies are supposed to be fighting are getting worse? How does that make any sense? AIDS isn't the only virus making a comeback. Tuberculosis is back in the game too. India today reported a 32% increase in tuberculosis deaths last year. This is an insane stat. See, the one thing people can't explain is why the antibiotics aren't working like they used to. So, disease is stronger, but the antibiotics are weaker. Something's up here, followers. This is where the Illuminati killing machine does their best work, with plague. Let's just hope that this is just a way,
No wonder.
not a prelude
It's
to
not
the
even.
population plan shifting into full gear.
Ammo upgrade. And let's take the credits. The rest you guys can have. And hey, I'm doing something for Tong, so you know, y'all chill. I'm doing your boss a solid. The least you can do is let me take some goodies that'll help in the pursuit of said objective. So.
Shut down the legal rally prematurely and closed the broadcast.
Excuse me. Yeah, I wouldn't go there, man. Probably not gonna end well for you. You know what?
Come out! 城里最好的价格。
Because I don't like you guys. That's And I don't need you harassing me every time I walk by, so... If there's one thing in this game that would... If there's one thing that would break this game, air quotes, break the game, it would be a mod or a classic style cheat code that effectively gave you limitless energy, unlimited energy, which effectively allow you to just walk around invisible the whole time. Is there anything I missed on there? Nope. Can't tell if that marking on Tong's face is just a really bad...
You one of Tong's boys?
No. I just like hanging out in the sewers because they smell better than what I eat for breakfast. Any other stupid questions?
Not yet. But if I come up with one, I'll be sure to ask. Where's the kid?
We thought he was in the upper city, holed up nice and tight inside the bell tower compound. But, as it turned out, the fox got nervous. Didn't like the look of Tong's flex stick, so they moved his son someplace safer.
What could be safer than inside bell tower headquarters?
You're about to find out, Migrant. They're holding him just around that corner in the basement of an old noodle factory. Won't be easy getting him out either, because the men guarding him aren't your typical bell tower police. These are warriors, specially trained, heavily augmented.
I have a feeling I may have met them before. If that's the case, you got an escape plan?
You are the escape plan, my friend. Didn't Tong tell you? If Bell Tower finds out anyone else is involved, things are going to get very ugly in Lower Hengsha.
So Tong's willing to risk his kid's life on one man's abilities?
Not necessarily. When you get to Tong's son, give him this. He'll know what to do with it. Now get going. Wouldn't want you to miss your next ride.
Ooh, I see that. Thank you. I will gladly take those. Good night, sweet prince. gas grenade? Nope. Dang. I do love me a good gas grenade in this game. Gas grenades can just absolutely... Gas grenades are OP. Gas grenades plus cloaking equals win. Turn around. Look the other way. There you go. Good boy. There's a camera up there, isn't there? Huh? There's no camera up there. Good, good, good. Just enough out of the way that he can't be seen. Then this ever so slightly. There we go. And close that. This should take us right down to the kid.
Oh, come on, Father. How long is it going to take to break me out of here? I'm bored almost to tears.
Or not. Oh. Helps to go the right way. Just gonna... Oh. Is there anyone else in there? Good night. Okay. Thing. And okay. And we'll turn off. Open the doors. Camera on. Off.
You Tom's kid.
So my mother keeps telling me. But you are neither bell tower nor Chinese. Am I to assume my honored father is covering his back by sending you in to spring me instead of his harvesters?
Wise assumption. Let's get out of here.
I don't think so. Last time I checked, Bell Tower had a lot of firepower out there. You may have been able to slip past them with ease, but I'm thinking it's safer in here. No offense, American.
None taken. I wasn't crazy about the odds myself, but when I questioned it, I was told to give you this.
Well, well. Way to go, Father. This changes everything. Assuming they reassembled it correctly. You ready to go?
Tell me something first. How the hell was Bell Tower able to nab you?
Whatever do you mean?
Come on, kid. I may not be 100% up on the triads, but I'm betting your dad's not far from becoming a dragon head. I find it highly unlikely that the local authorities could just waltz in and take off with his son.
Under normal circumstances, you would be right. But in this case, I'm the one who waltzed over to them.
You volunteered to be kidnapped? Why?
Let's just say, my father and I do not share the same love of augmentations. I find them dangerous and not something our family should be putting so much trust in. But father expects me to... how do you say it? Follow in his footprints? So a change of scenery is required.
I'm not following you.
Tong Si-hung would never willingly allow his only son to leave his side. I needed a way to convince him that I had to leave Hengsha immediately.
So you orchestrated the kidnapping. You're playing with fire, kid. By pitting the triads against Bell Tower, you've put the entire population of Lower Hengsha at risk.
That may be true. But you are here to rescue me, aren't you? So my plan seems to be working this far.
Right. And sometimes the more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your grasp.
I will try to remember that, American. Are you ready to go now?
Yeah, but stick close. Your father and I have some unfinished business to take care of, and it all goes to shit if I don't get you back to him in one piece.
Don't worry about that. I'll make sure Father sticks to his promise. Maybe even get him to throw in a little extra. But as grateful as I am for your assistance, from here on in, it's every man for himself. See you later.
Cloaking device without the need for the cloaking augmentation. Handy. Very handy. Jump back up there. Maybe. Come on. Really? There we go. Easier than having to go all the way down and try to work my way through those clowns like I have in the past. Doors closed. Right. Should that too. And if it actually mattered, I'd drop like a bottle of liquor next to the guy, and a half-empty bottle of liquor next to the guy, and his buddies would come along and think, "What are you drinking on the job for?" But the game's not sophisticated enough for that, much as I love it. So it is what it is. Only had to use one hacking device, or unlocking device, I should say. This is the way. Yes, I believe it is. Yep. Lovely.
That is far enough. Get back. Where are you? Get moving.
Cool your jets. Wait a second. Did I? Guess I did.
You have talent, Jensen. You ever need a job, you tell me. I'll hook you up.
I take it the kid made it back in one piece?
He says I owe you a weapon. I always repay my debts. With interest.
I'll settle for you telling me what you know.
Bell Tower keeps 2 ships in port. They think nobody notices, but I keep an eye. Every couple of days, one of them loads up in the middle of the night and sails out.
Heading where?
A wise man doesn't ask. I just know the Hengsha Sue pulls out tonight. And where she make port, I bet you find your scientists.
That's a whole lot of maybe, Tong.
True. But maybe you lucky more times than I can count.
Bell Tower runs tight security. How do you expect me to get on their ship?
One of my boys will leave a package inside a locker for you in an equipment shed. You find it, we talk. And I tell you what to do next.
I'll be waiting with bated breath, I'm sure.
Don't fall for it, guys. Don't do it. Trust me, it gets fixed. You can get it fixed later on, but don't go to the limb clinic to get it fixed. That is a mistake of epic proportions. Seaside Port. First order of business is finding the security terminal, which I believe is up right there, and turning it all off. Let's check that first. Yeah, nothing I care about. Like that. Turn that off. Yeah. Open, disable the robots, turn off the camera.
Hello? What's that?
Probably the code for that, what do you call it there, that security terminal. Come all the way over here.
Hey, 有人吗？
Let's
Probably just one of these.
Say you got any? Y'all got any of that? Y'all got any more of them protein bars?
You sure could teach my boys some tricks, Jensen.
Tong? How did you get this frequency?
Ancient Chinese secret. Now listen, you're going to plant that package in Administrator Wang's office. Put it on the bastard's desk and trigger it. Sound good?
Sounds like I'm doing you a favor. How does it help me?
The explosion should distract the guards. Then you hop in a cargo pod and off you go. But you only got one shot. No turning back once you trigger that thing, you get me?
I got you. Only set it if I'm ready to go.
Sit here for a second. Ooh, protein powder, sweet. Protein, y'all got any of them protein bars?
He's on the run! Keep looking. Here. He's hiding. Got it, sir.
Oh, for crying out loud, really? You were doing so well. You were doing so fine. It's not because of overheating. You were doing so well. How far back is it going to set me, though? That's the question. Yeah, maybe when I first pick up tongs and get the explosive device, the C4 explosive, whatever it is. Oh no.
distraction wasn't just for me, was it, Tom? Richard, I'm going off the grid for a while. Not sure how long.
Why? What are you up to, Jensen?
Following a lead.
And where exactly is this lead taking you?
You there! Get that cargo, clear the fire! We're pulling out now! Load it! Secure those pods!
Answer me, Jensen. Where are you going?
Hell if I know, Pritchard. Hell if I know.
Well, now, because of the way the story structured and everything, now we move to the DLC.
Megan.
No Megan here, I'm afraid. Though I admit I'm curious who she might be. Who are you? And what are you doing on my ship?
Bell Tower keeps 2 ships in port. We're going to plant that package in Administrator Wang's office. Then you hop in a cargo pod and off you go. And where she make port, I bet you find your scientist.
You the cruise director? Because I've got a complaint.
You think you're funny, do you? Well, let's see how funny you feel after Lieutenant Keitner gets through with you. Lieutenant?
It's useless to resist. This chair has a built-in EMP field generator. Your augs are nothing but dead metal right now.
Is that so?
No doubt they will have reset to Factory Zero. You need a limb clinic.
You can't have it both ways, you know. You can't play the good cop when you've been playing the bad cop.
You think you're clever, don't you? But this ship is heading to a bell tower naval base, a military facility for the confinement and interrogation of unprivileged belligerents. And when we get there, we're going to take you apart.
You'll have to get me there first.
You're outnumbered and outgunned. I don't think it'll be a problem. Still, when they found you in that cargo container, you did manage to take out a number of highly trained men. Tell me something, Hotshot. Do you enjoy taking people's lives?
Not if I'm given the choice.
Oh, but you had a choice when you decided to blow up our port.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Like hell you don't. We may not know who you are, yet, but Burke's running your profile as we speak. High-grade combat spec augmentations, built to be somewhat unnoticeable so you blend in with the civs. Someone spent an awful lot of money creating you.
Lucky me.
So I guess the real question is, are you a terrorist? Or some kind of corporate thief?
Would you be happier if I told you that I'm neither?
You have absolutely no idea of the shit you're in, do you? Rifleman Bank Station is a black site. It's off the grid. No one will come and rescue you. No one even knows where it is. You'll be dropped into a deep, dark hole and never see the light of day again. Stew on that for a while, tough guy. Commander Burke and I are returning to the base. Keep a close eye on him. You've secured his gear?
Yes, sir. Locked in one of the rooms upstairs, sir.
Good. Then you have your orders.
Pritchard. Damn it.
here flying back to the base. They both look ready to tear someone's head off. And not each other's for once.
Doesn't surprise me. I get the feeling this guy's not the talk of the night. Probably can't even feel pain anymore with all that gear.
Maybe, but Bert doesn't fuck around. Neither do his boys. Once they get the prisoner in detention, he'll spill his guts or they'll spill them.
I'm
Access
not
granted.
sure about that. This one's not like our usual unlawful belligerents. Did you hear how it went down when they found him? They took 8 guys. Plus, I was upstairs and I saw the equipment they took off. What about those augments?
Well, it's none of your business who he is. We just have to guard him until the transfer. And by the way, watch yourself. If you go and choke on unlawful belligerents like you just did in front of the wrong guy, you might join him in lockup. So shut up and keep watch.
Is anyone there? Holy shit! What?
Shit. I'm glad Burke and Joey are flying back to the base. They both look ready to tear someone's head off. And not each other's for once.
Doesn't surprise me. I get the feeling this guy's not the talk of the night. Probably can't even feel pain anymore with all that gear.
Maybe, but Burke doesn't fuck around. Neither do his boys. Once they get the prisoner in detention. Well, it's none of your business who he is. We just have to guard him until the transfer. And by the way, watch yourself. You go and choke on unlawful belligerents. Shut up and keep watch.
Patrol to Charlie. Anomalous reading in sector D6. Monitor.
Jesus, what is it now? We just got here. Now we gotta move?
You'd rather keep standing in an empty passageway? At least this gives us something to do. Come on.
So, what do we got? Are we sinking to something?
Hey, don't even joke about that. Looks like there may be a short circuit on the upper deck. Air ducts. I don't think it's what's affecting the camera, though. Either way, we can't do anything about it until we dock.
Great. Nothing to do here but watch for rats. Shit, I can't wait till we deploy for Oz. This boring watch duty is killing me.
Stop complaining. After a couple months in the outback, you'll be desperate for boring.
Aft and bow
Doubtful.
thrusters full
I'm
bar.
itching for some action. I would have loved to have been on board when they found that guy. Sounds like a hard ass.
Hard enough that it got Commander Keitner to fly out here. And Burke. Now there's a hard ass.
Yeah, glad I don't have to deal with him too often. Those eyes? Shit. I'll be glad to get out of here for a while.
Docking bay confirmed.
If I'm not very talkative, it's because I'm trying to concentrate as best I can, since we no longer have the mega augments, as it were. Turn around.
Thrusters fall back, slowing to 5 knots. Landing pad for liftoff. Rifleman Bank Station control confirmed.
Of course. I don't have... Lovely. Is there a breaker system?
Adjusting main ballast tanks. Dropping draft 2 meters.
Yeah, my stuff's right there. I can't... Oh, wait. There we go.
Holding for dog confirmation.
There we go.
Pritchard, is that you?
I'm unlocking the door.
You're breaking up.
Fine, the CIC.
Thrusters fall back, slowing to 5 knots.
Okay. Don't have too many. Don't have a whole lot of praxis kits, but we do have enough to get what you really need. Now, the ones you want are, you have to have the cloaking. Oh, that's... There we go. There we go. You have to have the cloaking. And we go ahead and max that out. And then... energy cells. That one. And that one. And that one. And there. Eventually you do get it all back, but...
Clear landing pad for liftoff. Rifleman Bank Station control confirmed. Thrusters fall back, slowing to 5 knots. Warning. Unstable load detected. Initiation of stasis pod life support needed. Stasis pod O2 saturation levels decreasing. Service oxygen delivery system.
brass is flying back to the base, I guess we'll be docking.
Wasn't soon enough for Bert. Bastard couldn't wait the couple hours we held position. Had to fly out and see the stowaway for himself. And bring Pike back.
I don't think it was his choice. I'll bet she had to talk pretty hard to be included. Base commander or not, she doesn't carry much weight with Burke in his spec ops.
Well, I hope she learned what she needed to down the hole. Don't make me!
Sounds like a bomb! Right!
I was pressing the button to back out of that, but okay, whatever.
Seems to be calming down. Now that the brass is flying back to the base, I guess we'll be docking.
Wasn't soon enough for Bert. Bastard couldn't wait the couple hours we held position. Had to fly out and see the stowaway for himself.
I don't think it was his choice. I'll bet she had to talk pretty hard to be included. Base commander or not, she doesn't carry much weight with Burke in his spec ops.
Well, I hope she learned what she needed to down in the hole, because once Bert gets this joker...
X-ray 9er.
Richard.
Francis Pritchard isn't going to be hearing you anytime soon, Bratan. Not to know this close to the base is jamming array.
Who the hell are you?
Someone who's gone to a lot of trouble to make your escape look like accident. So far, your skill at playing the ghost is working in our favor. But it's only a matter of time before those around you realize you slipped a break. Get to the aft cargo bay. Find the sally port there and enter it. You're going to encounter more resistance. But the longer you stay undetected, the better off your future will be.
Initiating docking approach.
X-ray 9er, North 7 to severe gale 9. Heavy storms, good visibility, becoming poor in showers, moderate icing. Unsettled weather affecting Thailand and Strait of Malacca. Expect scattered squally showers and thunderstorms. IC's forecast for mid-area 1011, southeast veering southwest, thundery showers, moderate to good visibility, occasionally poor. Equator to 12 south between 90 and 142, and southward to coast, occasional rain, visibility moderate or poor, sea fog warning.
There we go.
Delta Echo November, southwest gale 8 to storm 10, bearing west, severe gale 9 to violent storm 11, rain and squally showers before becoming moderate. X-ray 9, air north 7, severe gale 9, heavy.
Oh crap.
Initiating docking approach. Rifleman Bell Station, bearing R337.5 relative.
Should have taken the spring jump. I should have taken the spring jump ability. Oh, looks like I can jump up there and then just.
Don't tell me you didn't hear that. Were you asleep or something?
I love it. Just straight one shot, done. GG. Have a good nap, lad. Right. Okay, so that goes here. Some of this one.
Securing bay doors. All personnel prepare for unloading.
Good night, sweet prince.
Docking bay confirmed.
Oh, lovely. Other EMPs in the Hey.
Beginning final approach to Rifleman Bank Station.
Face.
Aft and bow thrusters full back.
I'm gonna give for a couple practice kits right now.
Jesus, don't you ever wonder what they're doing with all these people?
These people, terrorists and war criminals, of course. All we're doing is locking them up so they don't kill innocent civilians. I don't feel sorry for any of them.
Really? So what's all this bullshit about calling them unlawful belligerents?
Docking
What does that
bay
even mean?
confirmed.
Sounds like a made-up term to cover our asses.
What it means is you keep your mouth shut and you do what you're ordered to do. I believe what I'm told to believe. And if you had any brains, you'd do the same unless you want to join the cops.
Beginning final approach to Rifleman Bank Station.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject not recognized.
You're quite the ghost, Bratan. Let's see if I can keep it that way.
So, you're a hacker.
There's a maintenance tunnel in loading bay 1. Access through a floor panel. Get inside. Follow the cables, and try not to kill the person inside.
Access granted.
Y'all got any of them Praxis kits?
Are we slated to check out the administration wing?
Negative. We don't have access via this dock anyway. Top security clearance only. You need to take a leak, you'll have to take the long way around.
Oh, you're a goddamn riot. That sounds like another Dock 3 security protocol. I bet those special op assholes have clearance, right?
Don't know. Most of them probably don't need to use the portion like we do anyway. Only once the occasional change.
I guess spent all that time in their gear.
This is number. Oops. This is number 2. Yeah, this is number 2. Okay. So number 2, 789.
Are the box guards heading out with the next shipment?
I don't know. I haven't seen the requisition. I don't even know where the ship's making its move next. If it's the OZ, it'll be loaded with the boxes, I guess.
And the weapon parts. It kills me how they ship some of them disassembled like that. Who's there? Don't lay your guard down. You never know what can pop up.
Affirmative. Let's hope it stays that way.
Cargo crew to Sector Alpha. Cargo crew to Alpha. All ground orders have been assembled. New flight schedules will be distributed as soon as possible.
That's far enough, Jensen.
You were behind this?
I said that's far enough. I can explain everything if you just stay where you are.
Why don't you put the gun down? Then maybe we can talk.
Not yet. You've played things smart so far, but this is an enclosed room with no witnesses holding you in check.
You don't trust me. Why'd you set me free?
It wasn't my choice. As a matter of fact, I think you're going to get us both killed before this is over. But if we'd left you in that brig, who'd be around to save your Dr. Reed?
What do you know about Megan?
I know the name set off way too many bells and whistles when I added it to Burke's profile search on you. But it helped me to figure out who you are and why you stowed away on the ship. You think Bell Tower kidnapped her, don't you?
You want to tell me you didn't?
I wish I could. But after what I've seen this past year, all I know for certain is she's not on the base. Not anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not what you're thinking. Listen, Rifleman Bank Station supports all Bell Tower operations in this region, Jensen. Regular contract and special op. 6 months ago, I received orders to pull every regular grade soldier and civilian contractor away from the airstrip. 2 Black Hawk helicopters set down minutes later. I thought it had to do with Australia, especially when I saw covered stretchers coming out.
How many?
5. Guarded by a heavily augmented special ops team. Burke went out to meet the leader and the whole group disappeared inside the detention camp. There's some kind of black project going on in there, Jensen. Something involving prisoners and scientists. And I need you to find out what it is.
Why me, Keitner? That is your name, isn't it? The one Burke used back on the ship?
Natanya Keitner, yes. And it has to be you, because any movements I make are noted and logged. I can't risk blowing cover.
Cover? Who are you working for?
A few months ago, an Interpol agent approached me. They've had Bell Tower on their radar for some time, but they've never been able to prove anything. The things that agent pointed out about this base, it opened my eyes to a lot of things. So you see, Jensen, I really am playing the good cop and the bad cop.
Tell me more about these scientists.
Technically, I'm in charge of operations here, so I keep tabs on people coming in and out. Burke keeps meeting with doctors and researchers, telling me it's part of his interrogation technique.
You got any names?
None that I trust, unless the Doe family suddenly expanded into Australia and Asia. Thing is, I don't always see how they leave.
Yet you're sure that Megan did?
The Blackhawks did. Without the stretchers, but loaded with 5 stasis pods this time.
I'm gonna need more information than that. Tell me about this black project.
I wish I could, but it's been classified. So classified every BT suit I've talked to refuses to even acknowledge its existence.
But you've seen something.
Only the edges. This station is part base, part military stockade, and every week a new shipment of belligerents arrives. Only, Interpol says they're not on anyone's terrorist watch list. Most are just civs. Harmless civs. Burke takes them into a restricted wing of the detention camp and they just disappear.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Hold still for a second.
What the?
Relax. I'm just compiling your biometric signature. Retinal scan, pulmonary and vascular imaging, the works. Once I upload it to the network and give Corporal Alan Tyler a security rating, you'll be able to pass through specific checkpoints in this sector.
Only this sector? Why not others?
Because you're a fugitive, Jensen. The less room I give you to maneuver in, the more likely it is you'll stay one. I can get you into the detention camp, but the interrogation wing is going to be a problem. Only Burke can give clearances for that.
And I assume you don't want me to go ask for one.
Still the comedian. There's a security mainframe inside the detention camp's central command tower. You'll need to upload this copy of your biometrics there by hand. Contact me using your Infolink once you do. Any more questions?
I could use some more hardware. Any chance Corporal Tyler will have access to the armory?
You're still a fugitive, Jensen. I suggest you keep a very low profile. Still, there is someone who might be able to supply you. One of the base mechanics, a civilian named Quinn. He runs a nice sideline in procurement.
I know the type. Why should I trust him?
Because I do, and because he has no love for Burke. He's in the lower level maintenance area near the elevator. He'll get you what you need.
The guards in the prison complex. Are they Burke's men or yours?
Definitely Burke's. Highly trained, special operatives. So if you start a firefight in there, don't expect to live long.
I'll keep that in mind. I'd like a little clarification here about you and Burke. I take it he outranks you.
Technically, yes. But this station is only part military stockade. And while he and his unit have 100% control over the detention camp, I have authority over the base.
So I don't need to worry that this is all just some creative attempt at mutiny.
Mutiny? You think I'd risk so much because... Listen close, Jensen. Burke is a sexist, chauvinist pig. And yes, he outranks me. He's also been in Bell Tower a lot longer than me, so he's got more connections. Which he's used to undermine me at every turn. But that is not why you and I are standing here right now. People are getting hurt. Innocent people. And we have to find out why and expose it.
Exposure could destroy Bell Tower.
Bell Tower used to have honor. We do this right, it might again someday.
That's all I need to know.
Good. I'll upload to the security network from here, so get going. Alan Tyler will exist by the time you reach the prison security port. Just be careful, and try not to draw too much attention.
Definitely need to go to him. He's got some cool have goodies for you.
Are you Quinn?
Yeah, that's me. Jensen, is it? You weren't followed, were you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I can believe that. They're having a hell of a time keeping up with you.
I intend on keeping it that way.
Well, you've certainly ruffled a few feathers higher up. It's not like they don't know you're here. Stowed away on the ship, I mean. It's only a matter of time before they bring the hammer down. Put a stop to your gallivanting on the base. I just hope I'm not near you when the iron's hot and you're on the anvil.
Look, Keitner said you can help me. Can you?
Yeah, she told me to be expecting you. I'm just glad you came as soon as you did instead of going off on your own. There's enough kegs of powder lying around here already without throwing another loose cannon in the mix. You know how much we're risking to keep you off the radar? We've only got so much pull around here. It's Burke's show, and he'll do as he bloody well pleases, which means stamping out any rats the moment he gets wind of them.
I'm grateful, but can we get on with it? I understand you run a nice little sideline in procurement.
Aye. From time to time you might say being inclined to do a little, how should we call it? Bartering. On the side. Since the commander signed off on it, I suppose I could open my stock to you. For a price, that is.
You mean I have to pay?
What? Of course you have to bloody well pay. I ain't exactly a fucking armory quartermaster down here. I'm just a civvy contractor trying to make ends meet. This ain't a bleeding charity.
Considering the circumstances.
Circumstances? What, that you're a fugitive, and I'm risking my neck just talking to you? What are you trying to pull here? Although, I don't suppose you had anything to do with the stasis pod that was saved back on the ship.
How do you know about that?
Ah, so it was you, eh? Well, let's just say I have my sources and your little random act of kindness didn't go unnoticed. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount on me wares. Just no freebies or handouts. But now that I think of it, if you're looking for a little something for nothing and don't mind a little legwork, I've got an errand that could use running. Consider it a special offer of sorts. Interested? No money back guarantee or warranty. You break it, you buy it.
Where is... let's see... looking for... looking on IMDb because Quinn's voice sounds familiar. See if I can find it. Because it sounds like I'm reminded of Colin Farrell for some reason. You wonderful man. One practice kit, that's all you got? Alright, fair enough.
No refunds.
No kidding. That, you don't say. Okay, so 3, now I need that's good. And then
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
I remember this area.
You've been detained for conspiring to commit a terrorist act. After...
Oh, which reminds me, that is another. Even if.
Fucking hell. Bad enough they're being sliced up by a bunch of quacks. He's got the paws to get his tongue. I should have just...
This one, this was that one.
Keitner, Jensen. I mean... in your detention camp and uploading to the security mainframe now.
Copy that. Any problems?
Negative. I gotta say, though, this isn't exactly what I was picturing when you described it.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. Right now, you need to get inside the interrogation wing and find out what Burke is hiding. Contact me when you know. Keitner out.
Wait a minute.
Why are you doing this? You're monsters! We put under a rock like this.
I don't mind telling you, I hope we never have to put it into effect.
I know what you mean. Then I think, would it be any worse for them than what we're already doing?
Why am I being held here? Where are we? You can't hold me in here without a trial.
Oh, helps to get in the thing.
Activating security scanner. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted. You can't see me caged up here like some animal. Please, let me go. I just want to go home. Why are you doing this to me?
So what did these ones die of, Savage?
Complete neurological breakdown from the looks of it. Organ collapse, nerve degradation.
Find him. There's been some trouble on the base. My man will take care of it. You were saying?
We may be looking at serious cross-systemic failure issues with the OCM.
It's those god-awful implants, Gary. The whole inhumane procedure. After a while, it just burns them out.
Has this been happening at the other sites?
We've experienced some die-off, yes. But I've been told Dr. Reed's research may offer a breakthrough. If we could bring her back here...
That's not going to happen.
Then we need to start considering other options. A nanotech-based solution, performed on willing volunteers.
And are you volunteering yourself, Doctor?
Tiffany, please. I need to look at the raw data, Commander. If you would.
I turned a blind eye to your little office romance, Savage. But if she becomes a problem, she will be volunteering.
Keitner, I found out what Burke's been concealing. The interrogation wing is some kind of medical testing facility. He's using the prisoners as lab rats.
For what?
Not sure. I'll need Burke's retinal scan data to find out.
I can't download that without setting off a million alarms. However, Burke's eyes are enhanced, Jensen. He uses special retinal prostheses custom-made for him by the Tai Young Medical Corporation.
You want me to remove Burke's eyes?
Not the ones he's currently using. He just received a new set this evening for when the cargo ship docked. With any luck, you'll find it in his office. Keitner out.
Why are you doing this to me?
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
No one's here. He could return at any time. All systems go. I think someone KO'd me.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
Stay out there, goddammit. Hello? If anyone's hiding here, you'd better come out.
I think you're seeing things. Listen, we'd all like to be in the middle of the action in Oz, but we're stuck here. It's better than policing civilians like Jonesy. I mean, isn't he stationed in China? Drag that must be.
I don't know. It's just... Sounds like a fun time to me, isn't it? Especially Lower City. There's no hotel there. Full service girls. You know what I mean?
Maybe you're right. Wouldn't have to deal with Burke and his asshats at least. I don't envy Commander Geithner. She has to deal with this crap daily.
Keep it down. Jesus. I know we saw him go to the detention block, but who's to say he hasn't plugged the hall outside his office or something?
Geithner, I've got the eye, but it's not gonna fool a retinal scanner unless it's attached to an optic nerve.
I know that, Jensen. I do have a plan. Take the eye down to Quinn. He'll know what to do. Geithner out.
This isn't a game!
Oh, apparently that did it. Shocked it into working. Fair enough.
So, what's the story? horn with the commander. She says she got something for me to take a look at.
Prosthetic eye, one of Burke's. We need it to get past a retinal scan, but it's useless like this.
Aye. Without an active neural connection, it might as well be an expensive paperweight. May as well put a gobstopper in front of the scanner for all the good that thing will do you.
Solutions, Quinn. Think you can handle this?
Lad, I may be just a mechanic, but I'm also the only thing keeping this whole bleeding facility from sinking into the abyss. Think I can manage a simple optic frequency bypass. Just let me get me tools. Right. So that's it now. You got the eye. Sorry it took a little longer than expected. Nearly break the damn thing once or twice. New TUAM firmware and such. Now don't go fucking around with it. It's only got a limited lifespan due to the 10 power source I rigged. It's only good for one use. Got it?
This is pretty impressive work for a mechanic, Quinn.
What's that supposed to mean? There's more to old Quinn than meets the eye. No pun intended. You wouldn't be the first fool to underestimate my know-how.
Well, there's more to this job than just a simple battery swap. I saw you modifying the BIOS. This is state-of-the-art hardware and software. You're not just a mechanic. You're a hacker.
What are you going on about now? Ain't nothing you couldn't pull off with a degree in computer engineering and a little elbow grease. Come off it now. We ain't got time for this.
Is it supposed to be moving?
Aye. Bloody creepy that is. Try not to pay it any mind now. Thing's stuck in calibration mode. Trick is, I got it thinking it's plugged into a new host. And by rewriting the system diagnostic checks, it'll keep trying to connect without detecting anything's amiss, which in turn keeps it alive in a manner of speaking. Fucking brilliant piece of engineering work, if I don't say so myself.
Well, hopefully this thing works.
It'll work just dandy so long as you don't do something stupid like drop it. And it ain't a bloody webcam. So don't try using it to spy the knickers of someone's skirt. What are you buying? No refunds.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
This isn't right. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a terrorist. questions. They were wrong for me. I've answered all your questions. Please, let me go.
为什么将我关在这儿？请给我一个理由。
Please, I don't belong here. You're the terrorist. You are the terrorist.
I want a lawyer.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled.
Access granted.
Subject recognized. Access granted.
Access granted.
Jensen, it's Keitner. Where are you?
In a well-concealed elevator inside the prison's restricted wing. Your gun-running neural engineer deserves a raise.
I take it the eye worked then. Good. Now listen, if what you say is true, if Burke really is using the prisoners here as lab rats, I need proof. Hard evidence that I can take to Interpol.
An entire prison full of kidnapped civilians isn't enough?
You're an ex-cop, Jensen. You tell me. How many death row inmates crying on about their innocence have you seen getting out?
Point taken. I'll see what I can find.
Please, please don't leave me like this. No hope.
Quite the house of horrors you got here, Doc. You letting anyone in, or just women?
Who are you? How'd you get down here? This is a restricted area.
Obviously. You wouldn't want the ranking file knowing what kind of sick experimentation is going on down here.
No, you don't understand. I'm not.
Where's Burke? And your research partner, Savage?
Burke went back up to the base. And Gary left. Told me to be smart, keep my mouth shut, and do whatever Burke tells me to do. For now.
For now? I heard the three of you talking up there in the morgue. Sounded like you don't exactly fit in here, Dr.
Kavanagh. And who the fuck are you?
The name's Jensen. I came here looking for someone. Megan Reed.
Reed? I've seen her research. Gary thinks it could be the key we're missing. If she can be convinced to come here.
Megan Reed was kidnapped, Kavanaugh. Violently. As was her entire scientific team and the dozens of women you've been torturing down here.
No! You don't understand. I'm trying to save them. Gary and I, we were sent here to put the OCM project back on track. It wasn't until we got here that we realized what that meant, and by then it was too late.
OCM. Savage used that term in the morgue. What does it mean?
Organic computational matrix. It's a means of cross-connecting living brain tissue and artificial intelligence systems to create a supercomputer of unparalleled capability. Part flesh, part silicon.
That's what you're doing down here, turning prisoners into computer parts.
Human brain activity has to be integrated with the technology, or else it won't work. Even DARPA knew that.
You seem to think Megan's research is integral to salvaging this project of yours. Why?
It's not my project. Had I known before I came here...
Right, just answer the question.
We're experiencing cross-systemic failures with the tech. Over time, subjects implanted with OCM augmentations suffer complete neurological breakdown. They pretty much burn up from the inside. Gary thinks it's a problem with the acceptance of the P-dot array.
I've heard that phrase before.
It's the building block of modern neuro-augmentations. Dr. Reed's been reshaping it, changing the way it bonds with living tissue. The mutagenic gene combination she's introduced into it, well, frankly, it's astonishing.
Enough to warrant her kidnapping? So she'd be forced to work on this project with you?
She's not on this project. I don't know what she's doing or where she is. This is the first time anyone's ever mentioned kidnapping.
You're really gonna stand there and try to justify your role in this, aren't you? People are being enslaved, Kavanaugh. Enslaved and crucified.
It wasn't like that at first. I thought we were going to make a difference, do something incredible for the world.
Right. And look how incredible it turned out to be. But you can still make a difference, Doctor. You can help me blow the lid off this place.
Are you insane? I can't. There's too much money invested in this. Burke, the people I work for, they'll kill me. They'll hunt me down and kill me.
I know people who can protect you, hide you. Interpol is just waiting for evidence to tear Bell Tower apart.
It's not just Bell Tower. Oh, God. Oh, God, am I really going to do this? You can't get me out through the prison. Burke would stop us.
Then we'll have to do what Savage did. Take a submersible.
We can't. The hatches to all the docking hangars are locked tight. The only way to unlock them is by using the security console in the prison command tower. Burke keeps an eye on us that way.
Then I'll have to go back up there and unlock it. Well, you gather as much evidence as you can carry.
Oh my God. I'm really gonna do this.
Damn right you are. Now get moving. I'll contact you when I unlock the hatch.
All right, fine. But Mr. Jensen, please, hurry.
Keitner, contact Interpol. We need rendezvous coordinates for a deep-sea submersible.
A what? What exactly have you found, Jensen?
A research complex hidden beneath this base. One of its staff is willing to turn whistleblower if we can deliver her to Interpol using one of the lab's transport subs.
Which explains why you need the coordinates. I'll see what I can do. Keitner out.
Keitner, what the hell's going on? The elevator stopped.
Burke must have intercepted our comms. Get the hell out of there, Jensen. I'll meet you.
Elevator's lung count, Sergeant. The target must still be down there.
Good. Fire team Tango and intercept. Lift is secure. Repeat. Lift is secure. Holding position. Suggest you continue protocol. Clean slate. Out. Terminate anyone that opens that door. Science. Expendable. Likely compromised. Do not take this man lightly, soldier. He has infiltrated a high security bell tower base. Do not let the low casualty count fool you.
Like I said, gas grenades plus cloaking equals win. I saw another pack of protein bars.
Warning. Gas dispersal imminent. This is not a drill. All detention silos will be decontaminated.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
Keitner!
We really broke open a hornet's nest, didn't we, Jensen?
It's bad. You need a medic.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Got those coordinates, Jensen. But Burke figured it out. Seized control of the station and locked down the detention camp. Bastards cleaning house.
I've got to get Kavanaugh out.
Can't. Not until you stop the gas.
What gas?
Burke's enacted a scorched earth protocol to stop the truth from getting out. Poison gas in every cell. Lab 2. Unless you stop it.
Stay with me, Keitner.
There's a circuit board underneath the prison command tower. Directs the flow. Everything's connected, but might be able to redirect. The whistleblower has to live, Jensen. Only sure way we stop this.
Keitner?
She's right. And now we have a moral dilemma. Now we have a moral dilemma. Do we sacrifice the civilians for... Do we sacrifice the civilians?
Been taken care of. Out. You're sure that bitch is dead, right? She's dead.
It's a literal moral dilemma. The whistleblower is certain to be able to put an end to this. However, doing so will condemn the civilians.
Tough choice ahead of you, Bratan. The prisoners, or whistleblower. You can't save both.
What? The hacker from the ship. You've been listening this whole time?
Like Zetka said, everything's connected. Right now, gas is set to disperse evenly between the prison and the lab. All you can do in here is redirect flow out of one area into the other. Do nothing. Everybody dies. Do something.
Somebody dies faster.
Precisely. But if you want to bring down Bell Tower, the choice is clear. A difficult decision, Bratan. But that Gov nuke bark gave you no choice.
Tell that to the prisoners. You'll have Interpol rendezvous with Kavanaugh's submersible.
As soon as you unlock it, use the touchscreen in the security room above you. It'll shut off the lockdown, so you can return to the base.
And why would I want to go there?
Use your head, Tuvok. The last thing standing between you and Megan Reed is
Where the hell is he?
Kavanaugh, I've unlocked the hatch and I'm transmitting the coordinates to a rendezvous site.
Oh, thank God. I thought when the code yellow started.
It's over. Just make sure Interpol gets that evidence. I'm going after Burke. Jensen out.
Subsurface facility. Detention silos. Cells sterilized.
Who the hell is this guy? Lost him. I'll be ready if he tries again.
Activating security scan. Biometric data assembled.
Access granted.
Subject not ready.
Corporal Tyler? Or should I say Adam Jensen? That's right. I know who you are now. Keitner wasn't quite as good at hiding her tracks as she thought she was. If you think Kavanaugh's escape changed anything, you're wrong. Bell Tower will track her down. And on the off chance the good doctor does spill her guts to someone, anything she says will be discredited. Still, I admire your ruthlessness. To save the life of one woman, you allowed 100 more to die. That takes strength of will. The Reed woman, this Megan you've been searching for, she's not here. And the only thing standing between you and the ship that could take you to her is me. I underestimated you back on the ship. I won't be doing it again.
Lad, you there?
Quinn? Where are you?
Getting me arse out of Dodge. Burke's had enough, and he's gunning for you. And I don't intend on being caught in the bloody crossfire. But listen, about the gas. I know it wasn't easy, but you did what had to be done. Head to the shop. I left you a thing or two so you can give them hell.
I'll search over there.
I'd like to say we'd meet again over a pint sometime, but... Well, Godspeed, mate.
Confirm a disturbance. Cover me. Red hit. Where are you going? I need a visual.
Lad, you there?
Quinn? Where are you?
Getting me arse out of Dodge. Burke's had enough, and he's gunning for you. And I don't intend on being caught in the bloody crossfire. But listen, about the gas. I know it wasn't easy, but you did what had to be done. Head to me shop. I left you a thing or two so you can give them hell. I'd like to say we'd meet again over a pint sometime, but... Well, Godspeed, mate.
Come out! Shit!
I was idealistic like you once. But I realized idealism is a crutch for those who dare not change the future.
Down to Quinn's. Kill. 1007.
Nothing you've done here will make a difference. You know, Jensen. You know how human nature is.
Everything that I'm not gonna need or use afterwards, drop. Alright, I'm sorry. I thought I might be able to get through the end of the DLC because we're pretty much at the end. But I thought I'd be able to get through it without having to pee, but I'm not going to. I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. I'm back. I feel much better. Alright. And we're good. So everything's all nice and... I'm not going to need that. I'm not going to worry about... do get all the stuff you had before the DLC. You do get back at the DLC's conclusion. So it would be so as long as you clear out everything.
One enemy ship headed God knows where took balls. It was brash, reckless. How much longer do you think you can last? It's only a matter of time before my men find you, Jensen. There's really nowhere for you to go.
I'd better keep looking. You hear footsteps? One of our guys is there. I think he's alive.
Well, you made it. I'm torn between admiration and pity. You've condemned me for my actions, Jensen. But look at the lengths you've gone to find one woman. Wasted potential. Although from what I've heard, I suspect you'll still be of use to me dead. There's no way off this base except through me, Jensen.
Enter combat.
I'm curious. How far do you think Dr. Reed would go for her research? I think you'd be surprised, Jensen.
Oh, no, 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 come on. Really? Kidding me? Come on, you were doing so fine. You were doing so well. Don't crap out on me yet, right? Don't crap out on me now. At least it's only going to be there when I first got to that bay.
far do you think Dr. Reed would go for her research? I think you'd be
Really?
surprised, Jensen.
Target locked.
Yeah, I kind of got the impression that it stopped working when the video froze, but I could still hear what was going on. Come on, don't be like that. Don't do this, not now. Okay, come on. Come on. We're at the end of the DLC. We're almost near the end of the game. Come on, don't start doing this crap. You were doing so fine. Don't start this. Don't start this crashing crap.
I'm curious. How far do you think Dr. Reed would go for her research? I think you'd be surprised, Jensen. You're aggressive, Jensen. It's a shame you're idealist.
Oh, come on, really? Why? Why? Why are you doing this now? Come on. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cut the stream here, reboot the computer. I was gonna cut the stream and restart it after the DLC anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now, since the game, since apparently the game decides to do this. See you in a few minutes.